Wilcox out of Zinganos. We do want to give a shout out to all of you out there who are tuning in for this Muay Thai matinee out there. We also want to give acknowledgement to our creatives alongside the ring here at 5280 Thai Fight Series. That is the Costa Films production crew, along with Garrett Franklin of Franklin Films and Adrian Nigel of Fighter's Eye. Josh, we're a little rushed there on the intro, but how you doing today, my man?
I am excited. This is going to be my first Muay Thai fights here that I got to even see in the Stampede. So I'm already interested because this is just obviously a different rule set than MMA, but very exciting because it is the art of 8 weapons.
Absolutely, and both guys right now are not wasting any time getting after it here in the first round. We've seen a fair amount of exchanges here from each level of the striking department. Now, Josh, for the listeners at home who might be tuning in for their first Thai fights, why don't you talk to them a little bit about, just how the scoring system works, and what are some things that they can come to expect as we see things unfold this afternoon?
So the traditional Muay Thai dance ritual. I'm sorry, I'm not even talking about the ritual, but this is a lot different than MMA, obviously, because you don't have the takedowns. But here we're just seeing more big head kick
right there.
I can't even do any explanation. These guys are getting after it right now.
But the scoring from the kicking department is certainly what's going to weigh some of the heaviest, or will weigh heavier than the punches. But both guys have scored significant damage points. When you take a look at the striking between the two combatants there in a Muay Thai fight, boxing is going to weigh a little bit lower on the weighted criteria within the scoring. Whereas when you see some of the more significant strikes, your kicks, your knees, the sweeps from the clinch, hip tosses are strictly prohibited, but when you're seeing some of those more significant scoring strikes, that's what's going to weigh more heavily on the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, I feel like Muay Thai is predominantly kicking, so we're going to see a tremendous onslaught of different types of kicks today.
Certainly, and I think it's just it's always fun to watch the interpretation of how the rule set is scored, especially when you have altering attacks from some fighters, especially when we get into the clinch in these early fights. A lot of times you'll see the guy who has the significant experience advantage from certain positions. And again, with some of these fighters here on the card only having a couple of fights or making their debut, sometimes they don't know what they don't know. When they get in there with somebody who's really experienced in the clinch, and they get eaten alive by the knees sometimes.
I do love the traditional music playing in the background.
It's just a beautiful touch here that we have at the 5280 Thai Fight Series. Beautiful spinning back kick right there by Wilcox. Return there.
Ooh, nice body kicks.
More combos than a McDonald's menu. Kick by Wilcox, check by Kessler.
Kessler's doing a good job of returning leg kicks. Catching the one, defending the first one, and then returning with a leg kick. He's doing very well.
I think Kessler also really understands his distance right now. He's staying at range. He's not really crashing a ton, and he understands being the longer fighter right there, and is picking his shots wisely so far.
Yeah, you can tell he's very comfortable with his stance, his movement. He's very good at keeping it right there. Return to leg kick. Defends a shot and comes back as soon as his leg touches the ground. There's a leg kick on him.
Certainly, and with him being a tank head guy, that's a very traditional Muay Thai school and academy there. That I'm not surprised at seeing how technically proficient he is right now, and he is walking Wilcox down at the moment.
Yeah, he's starting to pull away this round.
He's found a rhythm, and Wilcox has to find a way to break the rhythm. Whether that's trying to get inside and clinch up for a second, or just do something to break the cadence that Kessler is employing right now, because he's dialed in at the moment.
Kessler put it together this round. His kicks were phenomenal, but we gotta compliment his hands as well, because those are where the big shots started, and he was able to finish up with leg kick combos after it.
And he's finding the right opportunities to capitalize on his initial setups. You know, he's doing a really good job right now of setting his traps, and then that's allowing him to throw these multiple strike combinations. You know, he's chaining 4, 5, and 6 strikes together, and it's all because he's getting that. He gathered the intel early on, but now he's just following through and he's committing with the entire chain. Now, if you were in Wilcox's corner right now, coming into this third and final round, what are you offering to your fighter?
I say we got to go for broke. I believe he's down 2-0 right now. So if I'm him, got to go for broke.
And Wilcox does push to the center right away. Strong
Kessler is coming forward. Big knee to the body.
That knee to the body is beautiful.
Big knee.
Beautiful catch.
Big sweep.
Phenomenal dump.
And you can see that welt on Wilcox's right side. That leg kick landed so flush.
You got tagged right there, though, by Wilcox.
Yeah, that's what he needs. That's what he needs. He needs to bite down on his mouthpiece and go. Big hook.
Wilcox is still in this fight.
He's
still game.
Just peppering with inside leg kicks is Kessler.
You could tell Kessler's just feeling it, though. I mean, you see it in his body language. You know, you see it in it. He's feeling it. He's bobbing his head. He's feeling the music. He's really found a rhythm starting in that early second round, and he's just carried it throughout.
Ooh, nice 1-2-3 combo right to the body shot at the end.
Changing levels with it, you love to see it. And that's one thing that I've liked about his approach is sometimes early on, we see a lot of fighters get too caught up in wanting to headhunt, and that's all that they attack for, and they end up missing some opportunities, especially when their opponent is playing a lot of high guard.
Oh, big overhand by Wilcox. Hey, that was a good fight to start it off. Wilcox showed that he wasn't going anywhere. He might have possibly won that round. I think that he landed some really big shots that he showed some resilience there, but overall the fight definitely, I feel, goes to Kessler.
You know, I feel like he definitely had a lot to offer in that round, and I'm not going to deny that he did have some damaging shots that landed, but you know, the kick, the catch, the dump, a couple of the knees and in the clinch from the Kessler side. I have a hard time, just based off of the diversity of scoring attempts, I have a hard time not giving it to him, but it was a great fight.
Yeah.
But then again, Josh, that's why we're not judges. We're just a couple of knuckle draggers over here talking about fights.
If someone wanted to pay me to judge a fight, they'd be throwing their money away. But wow, there's a guy on Instagram I follow. I don't know his last name, but Luke the Chef. I don't know if you're familiar. Super nasty, skinny white guy, Muay Thai kickboxer. Looks phenomenal. I kind of think Kessler watches these videos too, because the way he was moving around out there, just fluidity.
All right, how about a big hand for both these competitors? Unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner.
And congratulations to